Hey guys, I'm the Sky Spyer.
And I'm the Killerpig.
And together combined, we are the TheMirrorSkeptics.
And Nintendo's been doing a lot recently.
Yeah, they have. There's a ton of news to talk about, and we're going to be talking about it in the form of this video right here.
Yes, we are.
Alright, so if you are curious about uploads, like specifically on the TheMirrorSkeptics and Killerpig's channel, Killerpig's been a little busy. He's been doing stuff.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy with driver's ed and stuff, but we only have one more week of that, and same thing with school before finals, so that means more uploads will be coming out probably daily after, not next week, but the week after that.
Yeah, and my school is also ending soon, so you can expect a ton, but man, Nintendo's just doing so much stuff right now, and we're going to talk about it. So we are going to start off with news that actually is not that recent, but we just haven't gotten to talking about it, and it's regarding Smash Bros.
So the reason we're starting out with this is because, again, it's not very recent, but we have our own thoughts and our own opinions on the matter as well. So, with Smash Brothers, if you did not see yet, we made a reaction video to
Mewtwo and Lucas. If you want to see how crazy it is,
PK Fire!
Ah!
Oh, it's Lucas!
Lucas!
Lucas is back! Oh,
Guys! Yes!
Oh, yes!
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
And with that direct, there was also introduced the Smash Ballot, where there would be recommended characters to be put into the Smash game, since this is most likely going to be the last Smash ever to be a Smash game.
And since, and with the Smash Ballot, there were a couple of characters announced there. We had Bayonetta and Shovel Knight being two of them, but there are two characters which are very possible, and we don't like either of them.
We have Ryu
From freaking Street Fighter.
and Roy back, because we definitely need another Marth clone.
Oh god, okay, now Shovel Knight I would have been freaking happy with. Bayonetta,
would
no.
be bad. Shovel Knight would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Bayonetta,
No.
it's gonna be another Snake situation.
Yeah,
Just
where it's so
realistic
mature
version.
that you have to degrade, or you have to make it so much less epic.
Yeah.
You get my point.
Yeah.
Now, Ryu and Roy. Do you want to start with the Roy, which I think we hate a little less?
I mean, I don't know. There's not really anything to say. I mean, there's potential, but
Not much.
They'd say the same. Like, I feel like one of the main reasons they picked Lucina for some reason over Chrom was because they thought Chrom would be an Ike clone, but they went and just made a Lucina and a Marth clone.
Yeah, which is actually a really stupid idea.
And you might be saying again, well, he doesn't have to be a Marth clone. Well, what they usually do is keep almost either exact same or similar movesets as before.
Mewtwo and Lucas have the exact same moveset as their previous games.
Well, Mewtwo didn't.
Mewtwo is very similar, at least. Like his specials. His specials,
and
mainly.
Roy was literally the exact same with different animations.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, the thing is, it's just not... After having... Well, after already, like, Lady Palutena and Viridi always talking about, like, okay, no, the reason we didn't have him in, it's like, hey, you would be so similar to Ike. Yet, it just stabs them in the back for having Lucina in there when they already have Marth.
And there could be such a good... I mean, I know this is me just fanboying and maybe being stupid, but there is a lot of possibilities that could have made Chrom a lot different than Ike, which... Same thing with Lucina. They could have done a lot more with Lucina that just made her completely different than Marth, but they decided to take her out of clone.
And
it's disappointing, in my opinion.
And I suppose that you could do the same with Roy, but once again, they tend to keep the movesets, or at least very similar movesets. That would mean making a third Marth.
Yeah, which would be very, very weird, because
very
I
disappointing.
Thought one clone was bad, but
yeah.
Two...
I mean, the thing is, like, with Lucas, who's coming out, like, I feel like that's something that, like, a lot of people were fanboying over, myself included, and it's only a second clone. And it's not even that much of a clone. Like, it's
He is actually very different.
He's different. Like, he has a similar foundation, but his moves are different.
His moves are... He's one of the most diverse clones, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and
his smash attacks are very different. His grab has completely different range.
Right.
He, isn't one of his specials completely different?
His specials are more like, instead of PK Pulsing, it freezes. The magnet is not in you, but in front of you. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just it's
like
completely different, but the same foundation.
Right. Now, the thing is, like, Martha and Lucina, that's already a bad clone. Like, actually, I think Captain Falcon and Ganondorf, they're also a very diverse clone. But the thing is, like, you don't even, yeah, but the thing is, Martha and Lucina, like, they literally have the same moves. Do they even have, like, the same, like, A attacks, like, aerials and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah, they're the exact same, besides, I think, I might be wrong, Lucina has just a tiny bit more speed, and Martha has a little bit more strength.
And,
but it's not much at all, like, not even noticeable.
Yeah, and one other thing not noticeable is, the tip of Marth's sword does more damage than the rest of it, whereas Lucina's does the same amount of damage along any part of the sword. It's like, really? Do you care about that in the midst of battle?
I don't know, I mean, it's more like she's worse.
Yeah.
What's the point of having her in when she's not even better?
So, Roy, make sure to hit them with the hilt of your sword. It'll do more damage.
Yeah, just hilt smash.
Oh man, it's bad.
The only thing that made him different, which made him kind of cool, but if they actually had a burning aspect in the game where you took, like, constant damage, but they don't. And that was the main thing about Roy, was because his attacks, like, had fire on it, which was crazy.
He's a fire. Like, you look at Roy fighting, you see fire. If they
made his stats a little worse, but they made his specials that gave out fire actually make, like, constant damage or do more stuff like that, then it would be acceptable to put him in the game, in my opinion.
Right, but it still is a clone. It still is a really bad third clone. Once again, it's possible that this isn't true, but it's very likely. And the other DLC. Why would Ryu from Street Fighter be in? Are there really a lot of Nintendo fans who are also Street Fighter fans that want Ryu in?
I mean, I see where they're coming from. It could be cool, but it's another one. I feel like it's just too obvious of a choice.
Yeah, and like what they've done before with like reaching out to other companies is like Pac-Man. Like, not a lot of people might not have liked he was in a fighting game, but he still is like from the past and all. Sonic, a lot of people love him. I mean, And what was the other one? Mega Man. Like, many Mega Man fans out there. So, like, it's cool when you're doing that. But when you go to Ryu, you're not a Nintendo fan anymore. You are out of that realm entirely, and you're into Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and everything. I think so, and they've already crossed that line, but, like, that's when you're not even a Nintendo fan anymore. That's when you're into Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, when you're, like...
Yeah, I mean, that's like... If they put Scorpion into...
That'd be...
Like, think about that. That'd be terrible.
That'd be ridiculous, since...
Obviously, that's a completely other level, because that's completely Microsoft, and, like, not even close to anything Nintendo.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's so vulgar...
Really similar, though.
And he's so vulgar that, along with Bayonetta, he's so vulgar that you would basically have to make him so degraded, so much more innocent to be in Smash Bros., but then it wouldn't even feel like Scorpion.
Like, think about all the main characters. Mario, Yoshi, Kirby, Pika. These are all cute / not very complex looking characters. Those would be another Snake, where you would have to completely put all design work that I feel like it would almost lag the game when you play as them.
Right.
And anyway, it's the same with their moves. Like, if you made Ryu look like he actually does in his newer game, which is almost possible, then he would be completely detailed, but if you did his moves, it would, like, lag the whole game every 2 seconds, because it's not made for that kind of stuff.
It's not. So you would basically have to completely change Ryu to basically fit the aspects of Smash Bros., and then at that point, it's not Ryu, it's a guy dressed up as Ryu who has similar looking moves, but it doesn't have the feeling with Ryu, and there's no point putting Ryu in if you just look like him and don't feel like him. That's the thing.
Yeah. And what people might argue is, well, they can take old Ryu. But the thing is, this game isn't about taking old characters and keeping their old skins to suit the game, because it doesn't suit the game. They make completely new character models that fit the game, which they could possibly do, but I feel like, it wouldn't be Ryu anymore.
Right, so, like, you really need to think when you're getting into the Smash Ballot, and if it's acceptable for the standards of Smash Bros., which Ryu really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, another obvious thing that people would say is, well, he's perfect, he's a fighter. where lots of characters in Smash Bros. Isn't. But I feel like that's the cool aspect about Smash Bros. Is that they are not trained fighters like Little Mac or Ryu and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what makes it cool, is that they use their own arsenal of ways to defend themselves within their own games and takes that into professional fighting, so to say.
Definitely, that's why it feels like an all-star game. It's not just like their like standard fighting moves. No, how often do you see somebody attack with a fire hydrant? How often do you see somebody attack with like what, frisbees? Where do you see that? You don't see that anywhere else. Or otherwise, you're just like in a very plain like Shrek Fighters game. No, Smash Bros manages to make it work. But if you're going to throw that away just to have Ryu in there, which is too easy, once again, like you said, just having Ryu in there, it's too easy. It's not original. It really just doesn't work.
It really is. It's just it doesn't fit almost.
Yeah. So
or it fits almost too well.
That's more of the thing. Yeah. So while you might be thinking about this, just think about like Ryu on the battlefield against all the other fighters. It wouldn't exactly work perfectly.
Like, he fits a fighting game, but he doesn't fit this fighting game.
Right. He fits Street Fighter. He really does fit Street Fighter. But, nah.
Okay, so I guess the other thing we wanted to talk about was characters that we would like to see in the game, which we haven't really even talked about.
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, like, I kind of touched on, like, the Smash Ballot, but I mean, the thing is, like we need some legitimate fighters, some people who are fitting for Smash Bros. And like, hey, we know what we're talking about. So, want to talk about this? Just see.
Yeah, I mean, if I just wanted to fanboy, my obvious choice would be Ryan. But I mean, they're not going to add another Xenoblade Chronicles character, and I feel like he's too. He doesn't really fit Smash Brothers. Although he's one of my favorite characters in any video game of all time, he doesn't really fit Smash Brothers.
Right, and the thing is, like, Xenoblade Chronicles, like, I wouldn't say it's, like, third-party, but it's very, like, out-there series, like, at least at the time when they made this, and it kind of still is. I mean, a lot of people still like it, but, you know, it's kind of like having, like, another character from Duck Hunt in there.
Yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, there are no other characters from Duck Hunt, but you get my point. The bush! The bush, haha! Oh, yeah. Shooter aims the reticle. Okay, don't.
Although he's already kind of a part of the game because he's kind of.
Who cares? Okay, no. We kind of do. All right. So do you want to kind of talk, or do you count that as your choice?
Oh, I'm not counting that as one of my choices.
Well, okay, what would you legitimately want in Smash Bros?
Can you think of any? Because I don't know. You know what? Just.
Do you want me to talk about one of mine?
Yeah, sure. Just as a joke, back to our whole Lucas thing, I thought about this. There's some people that kind of, whenever they heard the Mother 3 music, they hear it. What I thought would have been hilarious is if they were calling Lucas the whole time. What happens is, like, King comes out and just starts barking at everyone.
King being, like, Ness's dog. King for Smash. King is now the king. Oh my god.
King steps up to his throne. I don't know.
In case you don't know, King is Ness's dog. And since the reveal for Lucas was on April Fool's Day. Buzz for Smash. Buzz flitters into the fight. I don't freaking know.
We need to make one of those, like, you know, like the blank
joke
blank wins the battle. It just shows like a little speck. And it's just
like a pixel.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If we make that, it's on your screen right now. I might make that just because. Why not?
Why not? That's awesome.
Buzz for Smash.
Alright, well anyway, I touched on this in my ballot thoughts video. I'm gonna talk about this again. I think that Okami Amaterasu would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's one of yours.
Yeah, now that's my main pick, and the thing is, now that's, I believe, Capcom, so they can cross that line, as they already have, with, yeah. But the thing is, like, you look at her game, and, like, oh, god, now, okay, I'm going to say this, and it's going to kind of counter our Street Fighter argument, so you can counter my reasoning if you want to.
Okay.
Now, Okami Amaterasu, okay, I'm going to call her Ammy. Ammy is from a game which has a very Japanese art style and a very Japanese style in general. The entire game is based on mythological Japanese mythology. Everything is, like, has that kind of feel. Like, it's all Japanese. Like,
yeah.
Now, the thing is, if you have her in Smash, like, she could basically bring a whole lot to Smash Bros. By basically saying, like, since she's from, like, a Japanese art style, she can kind of, like, when she runs, like, she has, like, the rose petals behind her, like she does in the main game. Like, she has a very kind of Japanese feel, while at the same time looking as if she wasn't Smash Bros. Like, hey, with Duck Hunt, like, he doesn't exactly look as much of a realistic dog as he did in, like, the 8-bit era. But, like, so I'm saying they kind of, like, change her up a little bit to make her fit Smash Bros. But at the same time, have her, like, still have that Japanese style that really makes it feel like her. Now, why I'm saying that kind of counters our Ryu argument is because it's like, well, why can't you just say Ryu can change it up? Well, yeah. So, do you kind of see where I'm coming from? Kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I'm not just trying to like stick up for him because he's my. I legitimately think that is an amazing idea. I think that would be awesome to have Ammy in the game. I think that would be crazy cool. We only have like one other 4-legged character in the game, and it's a little like freaking cartoon dog.
Yeah, and
I think Amaterasu would be crazy cool. I think just the art, just it being an art style and a character in the game, even if it wasn't that good, would be crazy cool. In my opinion, that'd be awesome.
And like besides, like we have a god in there, we have a dog in there. Why can't we have a dog god? I mean, come on, a dog and a dog backwards. All right, well, anyway.
And I figured out the one. This was one of the. I actually only thought of this about a week or two ago.
Right.
That I think I told you that. People might think I'm absolutely insane because they might think, oh, another clone is what you're thinking. No, I want young Link back.
You did not tell me that.
Not freaking Smash Bros. GameCube Melee young Link. I want young Link.
Majora's Mask.
Hyrule Warriors young Link.
So basically Majora's Mask.
With the masks.
Yeah.
With the ocarina. I want them to bring his items into the game. That would be awesome. Although it is the downside of having another Link, which is stupid, but I would get rid of Toon Link in a heartbeat to get young Link that was completely different and just crazy. I would have loved that.
No, yeah. Because, like, the thing is, if you look at Link and Toon...
So many possibilities with the masks.
Yeah, and he would not even be... Like, Toon Link and Link, like, they're very obvious clones. Like, they're complete clones. I mean, they're cool, like, the art style and everything, but the thing is, if you look at Hyrule Warriors, Link and Young Link, they are not clones at all. Young Link. Because, like, he has all of his masks, which give him different powers. He has his, 4 transformation masks. He has four transformation masks, which turns him into a Deku, Goron, Zora, which immediately completely changes him up. Final Smash being, Fierce Deity, like Wario Man. My god, now that you say that is amazing.
Love that.
And besides,
there's
Young
still
Link...
a chance, but I doubt that they're gonna make 3 Links.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, that would have been amazing.
That would have been
amazing.
amazing.
So much.
And, like, hey, Majora's Mask 3D, I mean, it's not like it came out years ago.
For that game.
Yeah. And also, just saying, like, this is more of a fanboy thing. It's probably not going to happen. But the thing is, like, with it might not make sense for Okami to be, or Ammy to be in Smash Bros. But the thing is, like, just saying, I think Okami 3 would be, like, literally the perfect game for the Wii U. Like, you use your brush to draw on the Wii U gamepad. Excuse me. Be perfect for Wii U, and it'd also be a good way of advertising Ammy into Smash Bros.
That'd be a cool way to use your Smash.
Oh my god! I mean, it's not
drawing
gonna...
on the screen. You can use you have 3 or 4 different slashes or something that you can use with the brush or whatnot, and you can time it or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be freaking cool. Like DK's kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Almost like a mix between snakes where you can aim it.
No, that's genius.
DK's
that's genius.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I was thinking her sunrise, but yeah, that's also really cool.
Yeah.
All right. The other
possibilities are just awesome.
Yeah, and I want to talk about
this
one.
This could have been a video on its own. Just
yeah,
this
really.
one thing. We're not even a third of the way done.
Yeah, we've already talked about for what?
Get your popcorn and sit.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking for quite a while. This is already at 19 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Next up, can I talk about one more of my Smash Ballot?
Yes, you can.
All right, Sylux now. Metroid. We have not had a Metroid game ever since 2011. Think about that. Metroid is not had a game for 4 years. And Metroid Other M, it was okay, people say it's a bad game for the reason, and for the stupidest reason. Because Samus now has a personality. Are you...
Yeah, I thought Other M was a great game.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks amazing. It adds story to it. It's gives her a personality. It's awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the most hated part of the game is when Ridley appears and Samus actually shows fear of Ridley. That's called having a heart. That's called being a human. I'm sorry, but that's what Samus is. She's not a heartless bounty hunter.
That's again one of the things that I love about Xenoblade Chronicles. They bring the most amazing personalities and emotions into the game.
No, definitely. Xenoblade is very diverse.
Like, in my opinion, before Other M, Samus was boring. Besides the suit and stuff, there's nothing cool about. Like now,
it's like, oh wow, it's a solo.
They show her doing so much against her own. Like, they show so much personality, and I think it's great. I think it's a great game.
Yeah. And the cool thing was like, oh wow, she's a girl bounty hunter. Wow, but that's about it. Now with this added in, great. Now they haven't had a Metroid game for so long. And the thing is, they could totally make a new one with, like, a Metroid Prime Hunters 2. Metroid Prime Hunters 1 being a game where it was, like, the only game that didn't have Samus as the only character in the game. Instead, adding in 6 new bounty hunters. One of them was Sylux, being the most powerful of them. He has his own moves, which are not clones of Samus's moves, but rather counters of Samus's moves. He does have his own version of the Morph Ball, but it's more of a spiky little spaceship. He does have his own gunship in the form of the Delano 7. Instead of a charged like arm cannon, he has a shock coil, which is like an electric whip. He is a counter to Samus. He's a rival of Samus, and my god. And the main reason why I think this would be amazing is this. At the ending of Metroid Prime 3, which is completely unrelated, we saw Sylux basically chase Samus through a galaxy and just disappear. That's it. That's all you saw. You saw Sylux chase Samus. That's it.
Oh, a 2 would be amazing.
2 Smash Brothers.
Oh my god! Oh, a trailer for that! Oh,
like it begins with Samus in her gunship flying. Sylux is behind her. Oh,
through the galaxy! Oh,
god, it's perfect.
God, that would be so cool.
Well, anyway,
One thing I want to talk about that was stupid. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen so many Ezio. Do you know who Ezio is?
Yeah, I do. Assassin's Creed 3.
So many ballots. What?
That's like the same argument as.
No, it's worse.
It is worse, though.
That's the worst idea I've seen in my life.
He is a stealth soldier, but Snake is actually cool, though. Okay, no. He's different from Snake is the thing. Like, the thing is, Ezio is...
Why?
Okay, Smash Bros, their characters... Okay, one, their characters, like, they make them work with Smash Bros. You can look at both the Smash Bros versions of the characters and the characters in their actual series, and you see a connection between the two. You can't. You physically cannot do that with Ezio.
You would die. Your eyes, you'd have to gouge out her. Anyway, we're not going to keep talking about that. Just wanted to bring it up, because that's stupid.
I didn't even know about that. That's freaking crazy.
I've seen like 4 or 5, and it was like, what?
Those aren't even Nintendo fans. Those are people like, hey, get him in.
Give me Ezio. Okay, so I guess we'll go on to our next topic since we spent already like 25 minutes on this.
Yeah, we spent so long. So next up, we want to talk about more recent news. Well, we've been talking about Nintendo a lot, and it's time to bring Nintendo out into the world in the form of a theme park. What? Ooh, this is interesting. So Nintendo is
We're actually one of the first and few people, as far as I know, that have actually made like in-depth videos about this.
Yeah. So in case you didn't take it,
Nintendo's make
God. Oh God. Okay. Universal Studios, and it's crazy. That means it's official. That means it's great and good. Now, little story. Me and Killerpig were looking at a sort of.
This actually happened though. This is awesome.
This was great. It happened a while back. If you haven't heard of Level 1,
2 or 3 months ago.
If you've heard of a little place called Level 157, I believe that's 257. 257. It is a Pac-Man themed place where it's like a gift shop, a restaurant, a bowling alley. It's a beautiful place.
Cool.
And you might think, like, really, only Pac-Man? Well, think about that. A Pac-Man complete themed place has a bowling alley, cafe, restaurant, gift shop.
It's really cool looking.
It's very cool looking. You can just like hang out here with your like Pac-Man friend. You get the point.
Yeah. And so what we were saying would be really cool is if they made like a Nintendo cafe.
Cafe. So yeah, our idea was
cafe.
Now,
That'd be awesome.
that'd be awesome, and it'd be like the same as this Nintendo gift shop, Nintendo, like everything like that, just
Everything.
like everything like themed around Nintendo fans. Just come here, just hang out with your Nintendo fans. What, make new friends who are into Nintendo, because who doesn't love more Nintendo? That's fantastic. Now we have them announcing a theme park, and this is that. Only I think a cafe would appeal like less to a big audience, like at least less to a theme park.
In my opinion, I would have actually liked a cafe more, because there would have been more possibilities to open up in more places.
Yeah, definitely.
And it'd be a place where you can relax. You can just maybe they have different like stands for like different like series, and you go and get food, or get there's like a gift shop size court area, or like food court for each different series. And
oh my god,
a
real life Princess Peach's cake. She's been taunting us with that for years.
That's what I'm talking about. That kind of stuff where there's like in-game stuff that you can't get at places because it's not actually a thing.
Yeah, no.
They made it and they put it in like different states because it's only in like California.
Yeah, it's only.
Florida.
I believe I believe this is gonna be in either L.A. or Florida, and I'm going for L.A. because Susum has a decent chance of getting there.
So stupid.
Ugh. So we're gonna have to go on holiday there.
I'm flying to California sometime.
Yeah,
just to do that.
Well, I am by default, but I'm going there.
Do you have any family in California?
Come with me. Okay, anyway.
I'm going to freaking Pokemon. Why do I keep saying Pokemon? Theme park.
You know you want a Pokemon. Okay, well, anyway. The whole thing with this Nintendo theme.
Real life? Hello?
Nintendo theme park, the thing is, it is by Universal Studios, so you know it's big and official and everything, and it can be freaking fantastic. I mean, you're gonna see like so many 8-year-olds going around the park. Ugh, man, this is just all of them having fun. Now the thing is, like, how crazy can you make it? Is the thing. How crazy can you make this theme park? Like what? Like, would you make it like incredibly like only for 5-year-olds, where it's like incredibly small, or would you have there being insane roller coasters? Because that would be logical.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for me, it's not. I guess again, it's back to the cafe thing that I would have liked more. It's more of the experience of going and seeing all these Nintendo themed areas than like just another like Six Flags, but Nintendo.
Yeah, because I mean, it is gonna be cool. But yeah, I see where you're coming from, and that's kind of like, in case you can't tell, we're more into that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm more of the collecting and experience of areas and just video game aspects coming to life. That's what I really like, more than just them making a huge roller coaster and a Charizard pops up in front of you.
But at the same time, like, there could be cool. But at the same time, there could be cool stuff, like a picture a Star Fox attraction. That would be pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
But like, yeah, I see what you mean. Now the thing,
I feel like they were gonna make it more for like kids, where it's not going to be as big. It's gonna be a lot more toned down. I don't know.
It's which wouldn't appeal to. I mean, adults will appreciate it. like you know, like your Nintendo YouTubers who are adults. You know, like they'll enjoy it, and kids will definitely enjoy it since it's themed around them. Like people like us, like you know. The thing is. Would it be a better idea to go with Disney on this, or Universal Studios?
We talked about this, and I didn't give you an answer, and my answer now is no.
No. I actually agree. I mean, like, with you.
As in, no, that it should be Universal Studios, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because
Disney would, like we said, make it a lot more toned down.
Definitely.
If you go to a Universal Studios, they have a lot more cool effects and stuff. But if you go to Disney World, there's no cool, like, big old cool stuff. It's just more for, like, the excitement of kids being in the Disney World.
Yeah.
But that's why I would rather say Universal Studios, which is what I'm happy with.
Like, the thing about kids, like, the thing about those kids attraction parks is, like, when you're a kid, you're still getting introduced to the world. You're getting introduced to the good stuff in the world. But when you're a Nintendo fan, you're already introduced to the world. You're already introduced to all of these Nintendo things. You're a big fan of it now. You don't want to see all these little toned down rides.
Yeah.
Especially when
Yeah.
you see what these games are capable of. You are fighting a big green turtle with spike shells in space. You are fighting a Dark King. And then here you are, like, playing golf.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah,
I'm happy. I just don't really know. I'm very just.
it
I
could
don't
be
know.
better, basically.
I mean, it's more of just confusion, and I don't really know what they're gonna go with it.
Right.
There's just so many possibilities, and we know very little about it as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But yeah, you want to end it off there with the Nintendo theme park? Or,
Yeah. We'll end off the Nintendo theme park. There's not much else we can talk about.
Yeah. And if you haven't grabbed popcorn by this part,
we're like a third of the way through. So
we are. Yeah, we actually pretty much are. All right. Next up, we want to talk about something that is also quite recent. Actually, on the very same day as the Nintendo
we're
theme
getting
park
into
news.
actual games now.
Yeah, we're getting into games. And that is. Do you like FPSs? Probably a little too vulgar for you. This might be a better idea. Yeah, this might be a better idea.
Well, let's go into Ink
Let's
for
go-
FPSs.
Yeah.
Splatoon is the new game that I haven't had to play. To be honest.
I got to play it yesterday.
Because
It's good.
I didn't know anything about. I just saw. Oh, hey, it's an hour thing. I'm gonna download it later so I can play an hour of it in 3 sessions. Oh, then I realized. Oh, it's in certain times.
Yeah, I mean you can
So
download it right now,
I
but you'll
don't
have to
get
wait.
I only get to play it once until it comes out because there was one today, which I was too late. That was like 4 hours ago, and there was one yesterday, which I also didn't know about because I thought it was just sessions.
Yeah,
But this boy played it, and he likes it, and I saw his video, and so I pretty much get the main gist of the game,
right.
which is cool.
So Splatoon, like if you aren't into those crazy FPSs, like I mean, like, and there are very few like FPSs which are like have a kid theme yet are fun. This is
Yeah.
one of them. This one is
It
fun,
does seem very interesting.
and
I feel like there is a lot of things they need to balance out and add to it because, oh my gosh, the customization is amazing.
yeah, it's freaking great, and
And by that, I mean there's nothing.
yeah, it's great, isn't it? Look, okay. So here's the list of customizations. Okay, get ready because this is gonna be long. So skin color and eye color.
So I'm watching his video and I say, oh, you get to do so much customization. Because I see skin color and then it's eye color. I'm like, oh, eye color? Then you must be able to do hair color.
Pick your stage.
The kind of shirt, your freaking clothes, like your clothing in general. Oh, no.
It's pretty
Skin
disappointing.
color and eye color.
Yep, that's it. You can't even do hair color. Actually, no, I think hair color depends on the team, but yeah.
Yeah, which, okay, but no.
I mean, like even in games, like, do you really care about skin color and eye color? When it's like I got like Minecraft skins, like they're the same size as you, they take up the screen. Sure, that's completely logical. But really, it's literally just a little tone. All you notice is between like white and black, and then like the eye color, which you like literally just don't see.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
That's because you're facing the way that you're not looking into the camera, so you can't even see your own eyes.
Yeah, and plus everybody else's hair takes it up, especially if you're a girl. So whatever.
And we might be sounding like we're kind of hating on the game right now, but that's just customization. This game looks great.
It does look great. No, this is one thing that isn't in this demo, the global test fire, and it's Inkopolis Plaza. I believe you've seen this place. It's like this big plaza with like a bunch of shops and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I just love how it looks. It just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like you start up the game, you go into Inkopolis Plaza, you have single player, multiplayer, like shops and stuff for your new weapons and new clothing. It just looks like a really cool place.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool.
And also, oh yeah, another thing about Splatoon, Amiibo. There's 3 Amiibo coming for the game.
Yeah. I want the squid one. I don't really want the people.
Yeah,
I want the squid one.
the squid one looks pretty cool.
Actually, that's one of my favorite looking amiibos that I've seen. I really do like how it has the ink going off of it as well.
Yeah, it does look cool. Like the other 2 are like in like a standard pose, but it looks nice. I believe what the amiibo do is like you like put them on and they like give you like challenges, like beat this in like 3 minutes or something. I don't. So I mean they're kind of cool, but like it's mainly for the looks. Once again, like they do stand out.
Which is why I've bought them all. I've only actually leveled up 3 of my amiibos. I have I think 10, and yeah, they're all just for show because that's we're collectors, man.
Yeah, same with we're collectors. We collect stuff. We don't necessarily do stuff with them. I mean, it's great to have them. And like, hey, I have a bunch of amiibo, but hey, they're all just in the corner. So hey.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right in the center of my room.
So Splatoon, I mean, man. Splatoon is, I mean, okay. The online aspect, it's actually great, and that's the only thing that you can do with the demo, online turf wars, which is incredibly fun, and there's nothing about the game that makes it feel cheap or one-sided.
No,
And
it seems very even.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that I feel like the steamroller can be kind of OP on level ground. The sniper isn't that great.
Oh god, I really don't like the sniper.
I do like its when you charge up. I do think that's cool, and it can be cool at a distance. But the resolution, or like the what's it called, like perception. How far? What's it called?
Render distance?
Render distance. It's not that far, so that doesn't really help that much with the sniper.
Yeah.
So it's overall not that great.
And then the main pistol, or the splatter shot, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be using that sometimes just because I like the rapid fire and stuff.
Yeah.
And accurate rapid fire. But, like we said, I think the roller is by far the easiest to handle and the easiest to get a hold of and be good with.
Right, and like that was my favorite class when I played it, and when I'm gonna play it again, that's what I'm gonna use. But it's just, man, it's just fun, and yeah, like a lot of people can be above you and just like go down on you. Oh god, you get what I mean, and that's the roller's weakness. Dun 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 dun.
Wow.
Other than that, though, it is a very surprisingly even game, in like the sense of TF2, which is much more vulgar. There's 9 classes. It's even more difficult balancing 9. Yet it happens. Besides the spy.
I do really think it's interesting how you get slower and you kind of like lose everything on other people's ink, and you can kind of camp by just hiding under your ink. But if people spot you, they can't attack you. So, and you're kind of
yeah, if they shoot the area which you're hiding in your ink on, it's covered with their ink. So 1, you get forced out of your ink. 2, you're now slow because you can't walk fast on other people's ink, and you can't hide back in. So yeah,
they're not really doing good under there, so you might as well just attack.
It's a very surprisingly balanced game. Like, you would look at the game, it's like, what? But if you actually play the game and know the range and power of everything, it's great. So
cool. The bombs are
they're freaking terrible.
The specials are
they're all bad except for one of them, which is like this big cannon that reminds me of the Daybreak. It's great.
Yeah, that's cool. That's definitely on the cool side.
Yeah, but other than that, just saying, it's good multiplayer fun. It really is fun, and it's totally worth buying. It comes out on the 29th, so pretty soon.
And just in case you somehow don't know this yet, the way to win Turf Wars is get the most ink. That was announced about 2,000 years ago, but if for some reason wanted to know that, there you go.
That's the only mode that you can play in this. I'm guessing there'll be more modes since they really emphasized that it was Turf Wars. But yeah. All right. Well, you want that to be it for Splatoon?
That'll be it for Splatoon.
Okay. Next up, a game that you guys probably forgot, and I did too, and you apparently didn't. Yeah, you've been up
pretty much with it.
Yeah, I really haven't. But yeah, you can start us off with this big thing.
So, Pokemon has been going leaps and bounds recently with what they've been doing. Kind of like spin-off based.
Right.
And the most interesting one to me is Pokken Tournament.
Right, you guys probably completely forgot about Pokken Tournament with all these new games like Xenoblade, Fire Emblem, freaking new Smash Bros. Stuff, Splatoon coming out.
They hinted to it X and Y, and they're like a few months later they started actually making the game.
Yep.
So
it's wow.
In my opinion, the best looking Pokemon game ever to be a Pokemon game.
Well, like it is one of the only console ones, that's for sure.
Yeah. It looks absolutely beautiful.
And wow.
That's the thing we're talking about. Is it going to be a console game?
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Machine game.
Okay, now, or arcade game, right?
Yeah, arcade game.
Oh, okay, so Pokken Tournament, like, these fighter kinds of games, especially ones like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Pokken Tournament. Now, while Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, like, yes, they are on console, This is our first time. This is our first time ever getting a Pokemon fighting game. Well, an official Pokemon fighting game.
Yeah, official.
Official. So,
And
the thing is, like, and they've turned out good before. They have turned out good before.
I feel like it looks too good to be an arcade game, though.
It
In my
does.
opinion, I feel like it looks too good to be an arcade. It looks like a console game.
Yeah. Now the thing is, like, I know, like, when I first saw this game, I was like, "Hey, Wii U, let's go." But like, you look at like the stats and everything, it's like, oh, arcade, really? But this looks so fitting for arcade. It looks so fitting for console because it's just like it just
Another thing
looks
is-
so good. And if you, in case you don't know, Pokken Tournament, it's a fighting game where you can play as Pokemon. You can play as Pokemon. You fight with them. It looks pretty nice. You have a shielding system. You do have Mega Evolution. Isn't there like a Mega Pikachu?
I don't.
I think
so.
I heard of there being a Mega Pikachu, and there was even like, what is life? All right.
Yeah. I don't remember all of the characters that are in the game right now.
There's
I know there are
there's Gardevoir,
Lucario,
Pikachu,
Gardevoir,
Machamp,
Blaziken,
Machamp,
Machamp.
and Gengar, which was just
released.
Gengar's even had a trailer, and wow.
That looked beautiful.
Oh,
I loved
Gengar.
that.
Wow.
There
I'm just
was who else was in
Gallade. Please have Gallade. I would be done with the world if Gallade was in there. I'm done.
That would be cool.
I would freaking love
There was
Gallade.
Mewtwo, wasn't there?
Was
Isn't
there?
Mewtwo?
I didn't.
I feel like there was, but I'm not exactly sure.
I haven't seen that. There's Suicune.
Oh, okay.
Suicune's in there.
Suicune's in there.
And wow, Suicune looks awesome. So like it just looks like a really cool fighting game, like a very okay. Have you seen what's it called? I think it's called Sonic Fighters. Have you seen it before?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, Sonic Fighter. It's a really old fighting game, but this basically looks like exactly like Sonic Fighters, like with the whole thing. Like it's a 3D fighting game. Like, well, it's like you're in a circular arena, just like this game. Like you're moving around like a circular arena. You also do have a shield, but like it does slowly run out. It looks very, very similar to Sonic Fighters, and that game it's old, it's outdated, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, Burp. So if we compare it to that, it can be a great game, especially adding that Pokemon coat of paint over it.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm getting mad at myself that I don't remember all the characters. That
I think we named all of them.
Did we? I feel like there was more.
Really?
I feel like
we
there was
don't
more.
we don't know about too many characters. Is the thing. But like
Yeah.
overall, wait, is this game called Pokken Tournament? Yeah, it's called Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, Pokken Tournament.
Right. I mean, it just, wow, it just looks very, very nice. The only thing is, like, when you look at, like, release date, the only thing that we know is releasing in Japanese arcades in summer 2015. That's pretty much all we know.
Yeah, that's where we're. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we actually did name all the characters. I'm looking at the list. We actually did name all of them.
Did? Okay.
Yeah, there's only 7. Lucario, Machamp, Blaziken, Suicune, Gardevoir, Pikachu, and Gengar.
Cool.
Yeah, so... wow. It just looks fantastic, and hopefully there's going to be more news for it soon. Because, like...
And, oh my gosh, the transformations to Megas.
What? Mega Gengar just look beautiful.
Oh, Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is a very interesting fighter.
Yeah,
We're
no...
not going to go into depth on all the characters, but because he's the newest character announced, I'm going to go a little bit into depth about him. He seems a very trickster character. Like, he seems like he has a counter that whenever he gets attacked, he attacks right after. He has a thing where he can go up into the air and then, like,
yeah, attack from the...
attack. He's just a really...
He has a Shadow Ball, I think, and
Yeah,
then...
Shadow Ball is kind of like his main, like, just projectile attack.
And then... Oh,
They also
wow.
added new stages, which is cool
They
as
did,
well.
and the stages already look freaking fantastic. You can look really far off and just see, like, really nice stages. Like, oh...
Like a real life world with actually adding multiple people, like not 2 people in one city. There's
Yeah,
actually like 5 or 6 people in one area, which is cool.
it is cool. Now, we have had a unofficial Pokemon fighting game before, and it turned out great. It turned out pretty
Yeah.
fun. So, I mean,
It's cool.
I haven't personally played it, but it looks fun.
I haven't either, but I did see it, and it was cool looking.
Yeah, so
Nowhere
this...
close to on the level as this, but it
No.
did look cool.
But, and, oh wow, that one actually had the same characters as well. It had Gardevoir and Gengar and everything. But, just, it really does let you
So
know that
nice.
if that was good, this can be better.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Pokken if it comes out in the US. And you know what? YOLO. If it's only an arcade, I'm buying the arcade.
You're buying the arcade. Nice.
I am buying the arcade, machine.
No,
Because
I'm buying the arcade store just to play the game. Okay, no.
Well, that's the store. You can buy the actual like machines
Yeah, I know.
themselves.
Yeah,
It'd be probably just about like $2,000 or something.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't say 2,000, but it would be at least like 500 or 600 just for the machine.
Yeah.
But it would be cool. I would love that.
The thing is, we only know of it coming in Japanese arcades, but no way it's only gotta be a Japanese thing. No way.
It can't be. I mean, it can be, but it can't be.
It can be, but I will kill you.
Why would they? I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
It's,
Alright, well, you want to hand it off there for Pokken?
Yeah, that's not really a huge topic. That's just a little tidbit, for you guys who forgot, they are still making that game.
Yeah.
They are still updating it.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Actually, yeah, they already made a release trailer. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyway, we have 2 more games to talk about, and these games, holy crap. Okay,
My 2 most anticipated games on the year.
Yeah. My 3rd most anticipated and 2nd most anticipated. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're my most anticipated. We're not gonna
Mother 3. I'm just gonna say it now.
Mother 4.
4.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Mother 4 mainly because like this is the TheMirrorSkeptics and not my channel. If it was my channel, I'd be going crazy. But
you'd be raping someone.
but Killerpig's here. I'm not gonna bore him. But yeah, basically Mother 4 is my most anticipated game right now.
Okay, which one are we gonna talk about?
We'll talk about the one that you're more familiar with. Actually, okay.
Fire Emblem!
There, yeah, you know, yeah, he knows what's up.
Oh, I don't even know what to say about it.
I'm fire.
It's so beautiful.
Well, all I can say is, all I can say is, I was gonna do a bad pun. Keep on talking.
It looks so beautiful. Okay. I don't know where to start, man. There's so much.
I'm trying to start with the pun. I can't think of one.
Let's just start out with the fact that they made it into 2 games is very, very interesting. Like, they don't do this with many series.
Hey, if that was the case, it'd be amazing.
They do this with very few series, like Pokemon as well as but they don't do it right with Pokemon. They kind of just are like, hey, we're gonna make 2 separate games.
I mean,
that are the exact same.
It is a big thing by now. I mean, like it's not like a thing. I mean, like a lot of people buy both games, but the thing is, the only thing that changes is like certain Pokemon and certain routes, a little bit of dialogue, and the big thing being like the mascot legendary. And it was biggest in X and Y, since like the whole thing about between life and death with Xerneas and Yveltal. But it's not enough to make 2 games feel different. It's still X, it's still Y, and it's just that one part of the story which feels different.
Yeah, this
is completely different scale, where you have a Fire Emblem game which has always been very nice in plot. Its plot has always been freaking nice.
Some of my favorite. It's probably my 2nd favorite story in a game ever is Fire Emblem Awakening, because it's just amazing.
I know what your first is, and it's same with me. But yeah, the thing is Xenoblade Chronicles. Sorry, but we're huge Xenoblade fans. But yeah,
we'll get there soon.
We'll get there soon. Anyway, you know what we're gonna talk about. Anyway, so Fire Emblem If, as it's known right now, at least in Japan, Fire Emblem If looks fantastic. Now and the reason we touched on Pokemon is because it's very likely that Fire Emblem If will be in 2 separate games. I think you already said that. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Yeah, while I was thinking of a pun.
2 different game cases.
Yeah, so we have the thing is, the game is separated into 2 different campaigns: Nor, Evil, and Hoshido. Yay, good. Yeah. And the game cases are also good looking and bad looking. Now, okay, I'm gonna say something. We know that Fire Emblem If is going to have a lot of actions that you can do that very much change the story, but apparently none of them will change the story in such a big way as changing between Hoshido and Nor, or like choosing one of the 2 sides.
That's what I would have liked. That's my only complaint with the whole game, because that would have been a little more diverse, which would have been cool, but...
Divorce!
But it is kind of big. That's kind of really big of something to do and kind of complicated.
Yep.
So I get why they're probably not doing it.
Yeah. So the thing is, like Fire Emblem, if you will want to have to choose your path right now. Oh God, what path will I choose? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I mean, Hoshio kind of seems boring, but Nora seems like too straightforward. I need to know more about them before I can choose, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting both. Just
I'm getting one.
They're two completely different games, really.
Actually, yeah, I suppose so, but we'll need more. We'll need more look into it, as we've only gotten a teaser trailer and a one trailer. So
Well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explain that. What I would have loved is them making it one game, making it where you're pretty much neutral with the you see the girl, the blue-headed girl, which we'll get into a little bit.
oh my god,
Going through, and you see her. She just kind of disappearing every once in a while. You see her in different costumes, like for the different sides that we see also. And again, we'll get back into detail. And you're kind of neutral for not quite half of it. And in one point, you see some kind of war action going on, and you have to, out of nowhere, pick the side that you choose.
yeah, that would be amazing.
And that is what I would have loved. You pick your side.
And the whole thing about being neutral is actually a really good idea, since like you play.
If you don't pick a side, you just walk away.
Credits. Okay,
you could pick 3 different sides: neutral, good, or bad.
And the thing is, like, with you being, like, neutral in the beginning of not having chosen a side yet because you're not familiar with this whole thing, it fits perfectly because, like, you play as an avatar. Like, you just play as, like, a random person, which looks amazing, by the way, these new avatars. But
Yeah.
just, oh, wow.
But if it was, like, good, you go with Hishido, bad, you go with Nor, and neutral, you'd hang out with the blue-headed girl the whole time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, okay, so you want to talk about the blue-haired girl? Because the blue-haired girl is...
Blue-haired girl.
Oh,
wow. She's not even... officially in a game. Well, I mean, she's officially in a game, but we haven't seen anything of her, and she's already probably my top 3 favorite Fire Emblem characters of all time.
Yeah, same with me.
Just for the fact that she's so mysterious, and so many possibilities could be with this character.
She is such a big plot point. We know that. We know that she's going to be such an important thing, as we've seen her just walking through this little, like, courtyard kind of a place. We've seen her in this one shot switching between clothes of Hoshido and Nor. We have seen her being so mysterious, and... oh, wow. She is basically just this big divide between Hoshido and Nor, as far as we can tell. She is just incredibly mysterious. And the gigantic question is, what and who is she?
Like, really? We know nothing about her, but she's already so interesting.
And another pretty interesting thing is these two captains who are not shown as much, but these two captains are always fighting. In the teaser trailer and in this trailer, these two captains are fighting all the time, and, like, they're both in red armor, which doesn't imply Hoshido or Nor, which are, like, white and black themed, as we've seen from before.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, but this girl has also been, like, mixed in with those captains. So, gosh, what is she?
This is one of the most interesting Fire Emblem games ever to be, if not the most interesting Fire Emblem game to ever be a game.
Yeah, so I am actually, and, okay, I'm not as big of a Fire Emblem fan as you, but this game just looks great.
Crazy. Yeah.
It looks crazy.
Second favorite, or second most anticipated game of the year. Definitely.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now guys, you want to
I made my most popular video is my reaction to that game, and I freaked out once I found out it was Fire Emblem.
Yeah, how many games have Pegasus in them? Oh!
Yeah, and then there was the big old rock giant. I was like, oh, never mind.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
And then I was like, oh, never mind. It wouldn't go that low. And then I saw the battle scene. I was like, oh my. I love Fire Emblem.
True. Alright, well, anyway, you want to get to our last topic? Okay, now, actually, okay, no, I'm gonna take back what I said. I was more or less saying this just to be that guy. I can't decide what's my most anticipated game of the year. Because we know about the same as each other. Well, not really, but here's the thing. We have Mother 4, and then you're basically the spiritual successor to both of our favorite games of all time. Oh my god.
Xenoblade Chronicles X!
It looks freaking amazing. Now, here's the thing. We are fans of Xenoblade Chronicles. Like, and it doesn't... Okay, now here's the thing. it doesn't matter. Like, if you've gotten into the game from Smash Bros, like, I mean, yeah, but, like, it's just about if you've played it, if you actually feel the game. That's what it matters. Because Xenoblade Chronicles, like, the original one, it matters if you feel the game, if you feel the characters.
It hits you in the feels so hard.
Yeah, like, I've known this game for a while, and, like, oh, wow. I mean, I haven't treated it as big, I would say, as recent times, but, like, I've known about the game, and I've been a fan of the game. But wow, and Killerpig, like I know you you got into it like what, a while back, but,
about half a year ago.
Right, and we're still the same. We are both gigantic fans.
It's amazing game.
It's
some of the best characters I've seen. Definitely by far the best story I've ever seen.
Give up 100% in completing the game, by the way. You can't.
I mean, besides Cherry Conroy.
Cherry Conroy, yeah. Anyway, the thing is, the story is amazing. Just saying, you really.
Every worth the $90 I spent on it. You can just get it for $40 now.
Or you can with Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the new 3DS. It's not as good, but it's good.
Yeah.
Alright, and so in case you can't tell, we love this game.
I should start talking about that new game now.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. I was gonna do the same. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Now it seems to take a whole new path. The game is already out in Japan. So if we are saying stuff that is already obvious by this point, it's because we're not trying to spoil ourselves.
We are both doing Let's Plays on our separate channels of this game because we are both huge fans. He's definitely better at the game than I am, but I will do my best.
Just saying, guys, please don't leave like spoiler comments or anything in the comments because we will read them, and we do not want spoilers because we are going to do blind Let's Plays.
We don't want spoiler comments.
Yeah.
We really don't.
So just don't leave it. We're going to do blind Let's Plays with Xenoblade Chronicles X once it comes out in the second half of 2015 in America, which is so much hype, Okay, the game.
If it's in the summer, I'm going to be so happy because I'll have time to record and edit, and
it will be.
Get too behind. I hope it's like midway through.
Oh yeah. Like
if it's late summer, that's going to be kind of hard.
Oh my god, that could be a possible birthday present for me. Okay. Well, anyway.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna get it on the day of release. It doesn't. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, so never mind. Unless it literally comes out. Anyway, July 29th.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, anyway.
You youngin'.
Who has a July birthday? Nobody. Anyway, the thing is, you're 3 months old. Okay. Xenoblade Chronicles X. The thing is, okay. Well, starting off, there's character customization, which has a very Fire Emblem-esque feel, kind of like gender, looks.
Is it weird that that's one of the things I'm most excited about, just because of the possibilities?
At first,
obviously people already know, but
I mean, at first I thought so, but like at this point, like I mean, it's possible. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, like your idea, but it's possible. You want to say your idea for the character customization?
My idea, which I'm just kind of on the ropes about, is if you could kind of actually change your character more than appearance.
Right.
Basically what I'm saying. Maybe you can change the stats by a few points based off your build, based off of your like hobbies or something. You could take some kind of quiz, kind of like they did in Pokemon Fire or Dungeon or Dungeon Explorers or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And make it where you kind of have more of a personality based off of that, and a different personality, because I'm guessing that your character is going to be talking unlike Pokemon, and kind of things like that would be kind of cool. But although I doubt that they did that.
Also, please don't make him a silent protagonist. Please don't.
Oh no, they have too many of those.
Too many. Also, make the game. Okay, British accents would be nice. I don't care if there is.
Definitely. We need British accents back.
I mean, like the thing is, like it wouldn't feel like Xenoblade without British accents. But hey, the thing is, this game takes place in 2054, where it's like the future. You have a spaceship that lands on this distant planet. It's just completely out of the ordinary, yet it's fantastic because the thing is, like, the world is gigantic. The final playtest of the game took a whopping 300 hours, so you know that this game's gonna take a long time, which is also why we're both kind of intimidated of let's playing this game.
Yeah, it's gonna take, I'm guessing, at least 20 hours just to go through it normally, like without doing without doing a lot of quests.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting, but hey, we'll see. The thing
Yeah,
is,
I mean, it's gonna take up a lot of our time, but
yeah. Now, if you want to
it's
look at how big this game is, you don't even need to go outside of New Los Angeles. Just go into New Los Angeles and look at the sheer amount of people walking around. The suburban, it's not like Pokemon worlds where, no offense to Pokemon, but like what? Like the biggest city in the game has like what, 30 people?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. No, this place is like the city is actually like what the number of houses is crazy, and like it has all that. You have a shopping district, you have a military district, so like it's.
Didn't you say the game's like 4 times bigger than the original?
I believe I said something like that. Yeah, which is already
Yeah.
insane because in case you don't
Which
know,
is
by bigger
Xenoblade
than the original,
Chronicles.
we mean literally bigger, meaning that the world is two
The world
titans.
is, yeah.
So, 4 times bigger than the Mechonis and the Bionis. Have
And
fun
that
with
game
that.
is already one of the biggest games of all time, so...
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay, but yeah, the game is incredibly big. So it's another one of those games which like eats away at your soul. So if you want to 100% to complete the game, which we haven't played it, but we don't recommend, you
Yeah.
just clear your life schedule. Just oh man.
You pretty much have to do that.
Yeah, but it's not only about that. It's also about the crazy story, which is already it's crazy. Like, I mean, it has a completely different feel from Xenoblade Chronicles. However, it's a nice feel, and while we are going to have to disconnect from the feeling of the characters in the world from Xenoblade Chronicles, it's going to be nice seeing these new characters. Tatsu, which is a new Nopon, please be as funny as Ricky. Ugh,
It's
man.
gonna be hard.
Yeah, really. Okay, now, do you want to talk about the dolls?
Yeah,
Actually,
I was about
wait.
to say that.
Okay, I believe that actually they have an official American name and they're called Skells.
Skills.
I think. You can talk about them. Refer to them as dolls, and I'm gonna look it up real quick.
So, I'm on the ropes about the dolls because I feel like it took out a few things that I loved about Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's a new game. They
Skells.
get
They're called Skells. Dolls in
the
Japan.
skills. It's a new game, so they get to have the new stuff. They get to try what they want. But I have like 2 or 3 reasons why I'm kind of on the ropes about it. One of them is because I always love the fact that you're like 4 or like almost 6 foot tall, and you're taking on 100-foot things that are all the way up there.
And
It's
like
like how do you take that on?
And like the biggest thing
And-
in Xenoblade Chronicles that you fight, like it's a dragon, so it's nice, but what, it has his head hanging down. It doesn't feel that big. In this game, you fight like what, these level 98 elephants, which you're like on the top of a cliff, and it's still bigger than you. It's freaking crazy.
Even bigger than that, but I feel like it almost is like, what even? Like, I feel like it takes I mean, I like more of the human aspect about it than the mech aspect, but that's okay. And the other thing that I'm kind of also on the ropes about is the fact that it takes with the exploring aspect, it takes a different route of. In Xenoblade Chronicles, it's more of I see that place, I know I can get there because it's Xenoblade Chronicles. How do I get there? This is more of, well, I see that place, I'm just gonna go out and fly up there, and then yeah.
Like in Xenoblade Chronicles, it's more of like you see the place, how do I get there? In Xenoblade Chronicles X, it's more of do I even see the place in the first place? Like do you explore the world and find these places? And like yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles, it had a giant, and we're not saying this like in that much of a literal way. We're just saying the general like exploration aspect of the game, you know. So I mean, like each game has its own instances of each one, but Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I think where you're coming from, which I don't fully agree with, but I see where you're coming from.
Oh, I'm not saying it's that bad. I'm just saying that that's a new thing that I'm kind of on the ropes with because
Right.
I just don't know. I really liked the how do I get there and the exploration through tunnels and through.
Right, but the thing
Yeah.
is, I think that in the end, it won't really matter because of just the sheer size of the game, because
Yeah,
of how
I agree.
gigantic the world is. The world is like separated into like 5 different sections, but each of those sections are like the size of like gah. They're freaking big,
Yeah.
so like it really won't matter. While we're probably not even going to have to explore in like any of it. Yeah. Okay, now, I'm gonna talk about my main problem with the game. Xenoblade Chronicles was mainly about Shulk being the main character. Why did I have to say that Shulk was the main character? Yeah, you guys know. Um, about basically a hero in the making. About Shulk becoming a hero, gaining this sword and using it to become a hero, saving his friends, saving the world from danger. He has a physical motive, and you feel motivated to help Shulk.
Uh-huh.
But in Xenoblade Chronicles X, you're stranded on a planet and you conduct research. Like, that's the only story really that we know. Like, I mean, hey, we do have this plot where like these alien races and then you like fall down, but so far that's like we know very little. We just know there's alien races, and the main thing is that you look on the gamepad, you see research, you go to this quadrant, do research, good, you got materials. That's not Xenoblade, man. That's you trying to have personal motivation in literal research. It's like, do you really want that?
I feel disappointed in that aspect, that we're not playing freaking fossil hunters or whatever.
Yeah, you want to be a hero. You don't want to be a scientist, which is what Xenoblade Chronicles X is making it look like. You go into your freaking Skell, and then you go around, you see this stuff, you do research there, you do Los Angeles, help the place. I mean, no, you want plot, and after all of looking at this game, we haven't seen a lot. We've seen different races, we've seen alien races, we have seen fighting, but all the fighting were just native creatures of the land that, like, you have no reason for fighting.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. So, I mean, by all means, it could be cool, but, like, but there's nothing that amazing when it comes to plot about what we've already seen.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna make kind of like the Collectopedia on steroids, which I would not like.
The Collectopedia on steroids.
I mean, I know a lot of people would like that, but that was one of my least favorite parts. Not because it took away, just because I didn't care.
Okay.
I'm like, it didn't add anything for me. And if they make that a main point of the game, where it feels like you almost have to do that, and you have to go and get certain items, and have to find certain items, and have to do certain things just to get... No.
Yeah, you don't have any personal motivation in that, so it's like, why even? So, yeah, just make it feel like you're actually a part of it. But, like, I have hope in the game. I mean, it can be cool.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's just nothing that we've seen right now.
I still don't think it's going to be as good as the original, but we're hoping.
We're hoping, and hey, we need to wait until we play. It's more about... I mean, cool thing that they're doing is that they're not revealing every single bit of news about the game before you play it. No, that's like, that would basically make us so that our blind Let's Plays would be like, oh yeah, I saw this in the trailer. Oh, I saw this too in the trailer.
It's true.
Like that's a lot of what happened with Hyrule Warriors, and to a less epic extent Mario Kart 8, where we literally knew everything about the game. But, I mean, so it's good that they're not doing that, and that could also mean that they're adding in a ton more stuff, because, like, we see spaceships, we see, like, them being all mysterious, so we see alien races, it can be great. It's just that they're making exploration such a big theme in this game, exploration and research and all that, and how big the world is. That's good and all, but we don't want it to be, like, because it's such a main point, we don't want it to be the main point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Alright, well...
I guess you guys can put up your popcorn if you haven't finished it by now.
Yeah, you can finish up, because we're about done.
We're about done after an hour.
Yeah.
Not quite.
We didn't know how long this would have been, but now we know. It's long. Wow, that was crazy. Should we have made this with face cam? No, our computers would have been filled up by now.
We all died.
Yep.
To be completely honest.
So... yeah, but anyway, guys, that is more or less our thoughts on Nintendo right now.
On Nintendo in the recent months.
Yeah, also, oh man, so much going on. So, we hope you guys are looking forward to this. We're going to get pretty much all of these games and go to the theme park, maybe.
I hope. It's probably not going to happen, but I am hoping.
Yeah, so...
hoping.
Theme park. So anyway, guys, if you think we're insane, you are correct. Anyway.
You definitely are correct.
Yeah, anyway, guys. So anyway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more on Nintendo.
This is Killerpig.
And I'm the Sky Spyer.
And we're signing out.
And until then.